Shizzle Bizzle. We got an excellent show here today. Today. Um, so early I made a video about China, and yeah, they're trapped. They went up, Trump went up. So yeah, now China has trapped themselves by uh, going up so high. I think it was like 100 and what? They went up to 94. Trump went up to 104. What's going on, Mac? Mac, I ain't seen you in a while, man. Hey, what's going on? How's my mic, Mac? How's my mic? How's my mic? I just cut the show on, man, because I'm just looking at all these different damn news shows, and they talking about the tariffs. Oh, it's the end of the world. No, people are getting rich right now. Um, they're buying into the stock market when it was low. That was a chance to buy, and now it shot back up. Damn. I don't have money for stocks like that. But shout out to the ones who took advantage, man, of and not panicking and know when to buy. When it drops like that, you buy. So yeah, China is now going to force Mac people to buy American. Now I'm gonna give you an analogy, Mac. What's going on, Mac? What's going on, Relax and Talk Sport? Glad you came back. Oh yeah. Trump is not fucking around. No, he's not. He's not. No, he's not. Can I give you an analogy of what something I went through personally? Relax Talk Sports and Mac. Y'all know the hoopty that I got. It's a Buick, and I've done both the cheap route and expensive route. Meaning, no, I wouldn't even say expensive route. I went the China route and I went the American route. The first time my fuel pump went out, Christopher, I don't know if y'all seen Christopher, but he's my mechanic. Um, I trained him. I helped train him. So yeah, y'all might say, well, he's your mechanic, but yeah, I worked on cars. I don't work on cars anymore, but I still support him because he's my partner. But when we replaced the fuel pump lasted 15 years. Now, 2 years ago, we replaced the fuel pump. I got a cheap pump from China, and the shit went out again in the hoopty. And so now I can either do two things. I could buy another China fuel pump and it'll go out in 2 years, or I could, which is like, I don't know, like $60, or I could spend $300 and it lasts 15 years. So I could either spend $30 and it keep going out every 2 years, or spend it at one time and it lasts 15 years. Think about it. I can buy that American part quality for $300 as opposed to keep going through this, man. Keep replacing the pump, keep replacing the pump, keep replacing the pump, keep replacing the pump. And a lot of times when it's Chinese, you got to modify the shit so it can fit on your car as opposed to the original equipment manufacturer, the OEM, being the correct right part. And then when you take, now this is something that, in my opinion, that I've noticed, but maybe it's just me. When you put Chinese parts on an American car, it robs the horsepower and performance. That's just something that I noticed. But people they'll argue that, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I've noticed a difference when put American parts back on there. That's supposed to be on there. My car feels stronger. It feels way stronger. It's just, I don't know if it's a psychological thing. But I'm not here to philosophize on that. I'm here talking about, I would rather get a quality part and it lasts 15 years as opposed to 2 years. That old saying, you pay for what you get. So all that's going to happen if China does not come to the table and make a deal, all these cheap Chinese parts are going to go up, which forces us in these damn companies to come here and it be American made. Now, I don't know about y'all, but every time I get a Chinese product, it breaks. It's just not worth it. That's just me. You know, now somebody might argue and say, well, Black Son, sometimes you can't always afford it, man, and get that cheap part and then boom, put it on and you keep moving. Yeah, I do understand that argument, but me myself, I want to put it on and not worry about it for a while. I don't want to be like, damn, I just got this part. I remember I just replaced the damn fuel pump and I gotta get another fuel pump, right? Because I put that cheap Chinese AutoZone part on there when I should have just gone to the dealer and got the right part. So I don't know. I mean, you know, you get what you pay for, and but what I'm glad is that we got the choice now. But now that cheap Chinese part is going to be more expensive, and what people don't understand is that whatever we pay with extra products from China, let's just say you want products from China, you want it from Mexico, Canada. Trump wants to replace the income tax with the tariffs. So that'll offset it. So we're not paying the income tax, but we're paying based on our choice, based on if we choose to buy foreign parts, like me. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest with you. Um, I will probably continue to buy Sony PlayStations, but it's a choice. I don't need a PlayStation. Now, I do need, now, what I need is similar to what China needs. And I didn't realize this, like I said earlier, you guys. China is the only people that buy our food. Now, as an American, I don't like our food because of the chemicals. You know what I'm saying? And this is why Europe doesn't want to touch our food, Canada, and even Mexico don't want to touch our food. However, China will eat anything. They'll eat anything. And so, because they they don't like giving they baby formulas. I heard, I don't know for sure, I don't know, has lead in it, and so they would rather get an American product with chemicals in it as opposed to lead in it. I don't know. I don't want to eat these chemicals in our food, but if I had a choice between food with the additives that we have now and lead, I'm going to choose the additives because we've been eating the additives. Not good for us, but what I'm saying, Kennedy's going to fix that, but that's a whole nother video. We're going to deal with that in the future. Kennedy is going to eliminate all these weird chemicals in our food. But so we got Mac, we got Robcat. Robcat, most of what's made today is disposable. That is true, especially with car parts, man. Car parts. I remember coming up when I was a teenager. Car parts were tough. Car parts were tough, man. These car parts now are made of plastic, and it's just the quality is so. Like I said, man, I know it felt like I just replaced the damn fuel pump in my damn car. It felt like I just replaced it, and now you mean to tell me I got to replace it again? But again, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for, and so okay, you get what you pay for, and um, now again, I do like Sony PlayStations. I'm willing to pay more for that, but Sony PlayStation is Japanese, it's not Chinese, but I know, y'all. So it's some things that I still would be willing to buy, willing to pay extra for, you know. Don't mind paying a little extra for something that is, but car parts, no. No, 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 no. I don't want to be buying no more Chinese parts for my car. Don't want to do that. So, oh shit. Don't want to be doing that, y'all. Oh, I gotta lift this bed up. Okay, y'all. Come on, man. This thing is stuck, man. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. This Oh, I gave it to that. Okay. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. My damn tarp is slow as hell, man. I gotta get a new switch for it. It's just slow. But I apologize early too, man. That phone kept getting falling and falling, man. Got it back on the right stand now. So yeah. Um the stock market dropping, man, that was just an opportunity to buy uh cheap stocks, man. And now it's going back up. And so if y'all had an opportunity to shit, hold on. Okay. 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 All right, I'm on an incline hill, so I ain't got to hit the brake. Oh, jeez, man, these people are just fickle. Fickle, 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 fickle. Fickle, man. Just fickle. Fickle, 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 man. Fickle, 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 man. Go down, down. Okay. Okay, y'all. I guess I gotta go get another load. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna dump out. Well, damn, these trees. Oh, these trees, yo, Joker. Hey, Joker, what's going on, man? What's going on? This is a fact. China will eat anything moving and not moving. Mac. No, it's true. Mac, China is the only country. I didn't know. I really thought, I was told that nobody buys our food except for China. I did not know China buys our food. So they're at a disadvantage if you're buying our food. I mean, hell, I'm American and I don't want American food. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm American. I don't like eat American food just because of the chemicals. But if China's willing to eat it, like I said, Mac, you're joking about China eating anything, but they have sense enough to know that they stuff have lead in it. And they like, no, 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 no. We might eat anything, but we're not going to have lead in our food. We just not going for the lead in the baby formula. We are not going for the lead in the baby formula. We are not doing that. So yeah, they buy food from us. But again, we buy cheap car parts from them, cheap electronics from them. Um, and a lot of times, let's be honest, man. Let's be honest, Mac. Let's be honest, Joker. Let's be honest, Relaxers All Sports. We don't like them Chinese products. We might buy it, man, and then that shit breaks, and we get mad. We get mad as hell. So what are we missing from China? And we might buy it, and we have buyer's remorse. We be regretting that. We be having the biggest regrets in our life is buying Chinese products. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying about that. Our biggest regrets is when we buy Chinese products. I can tell you right now, Mac, Relax and Talk Sports, everybody in the chat, y'all biggest regrets in life, y'all top five biggest regrets in life, and that top five is buying buying a Chinese product. You may not remember it, but if you think long and hard enough, especially if you're a mechanic, you oh man, and that's why mechanics like us, we will now the mechanics that know better, we will wait for the Mako trucks, the Mac trucks, Mac, and I forgot the other tool, Mako, Mac. Oh, it's Snap-on, Mac. We'll pay extra for good tools because we don't want the damn tools snapping on us. And every mechanic that has worked on cars, we have tried to take the shortcut and buy some cheap AutoZone tools, and we've regretted it. So me being I used to be a mechanic. I've had a lot of regrets with Chinese products, man. And let me tell you, I'm like, yeah, I'd rather pay the extra for either Mac or Snap-on or Mako tools, And then you got Cornwell. Yeah, Cornwell's all right, but the point I'm making is no, you don't buy your tools from damn AutoZone, and you don't buy your tools from AutoZone, Advanced Auto, and Pet Boys. You don't buy your no, you don't buy your, none of your tools from there. You know, the mechanics, the ones y'all like good tools. You know what I'm talking about. And so yeah, you just no, you just the do's and don'ts as a mechanic. And same with like I want to say as a dump truck driver when we buy tires. Now, I guess tires ain't. I ain't gonna use tires as a good example, but auto parts. Again, auto parts, man. I can't tell you. Again, I'm going through it right now. My damn hoopty. I need a damn fuel pump, and so I gotta go online and I gotta get put in the VIN number to make sure I'm getting the right part and buy the fuel pump. I can't go in this parking lot because every time I go in this parking lot, it be this big girl, and it's like she taxed the damn truck drivers. You know, she'll walk up to your truck and be like, oh, you went to Chipotle or you went to Chick-fil-A or this and that. Yeah, she'll tax you. She's a security guard. She walks around, and the truck drivers can't get in a certain point. So yeah, she taxes us. And so the truck drivers here, I know y'all laughing. There's a Chick-fil-A, there's a Chipotle, there's all kind of eatery places, but the parking lot is real small, so the truck drivers can't get in there. So the parking lot next to it is a big giant Pinky. What up, Pinky? You know you like that big girl. Oh no, Pinky. Pinky, all jokes aside, no, seriously, I'm telling you something serious. This woman walks around and she taxes the damn. She like, you're not supposed to be parking there, but I see you go over there going to Chipotle, or I see you going to Chick-fil-A. I like some Chick-fil-A. She'll let you know. So, you say you like that big girl. I like her not in that way, Pinky, but just her whole approach. Like I said, I saw her walking towards her. I said, oh shit. Now I know I'm not supposed to park there as a truck driver. She walking to her. She's like, "Oh, I see you. I see you went up in the Chipotle. Now Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A." I said, "Oh, okay. So this is a shakedown. Yeah. This is real. This is real life here in Georgia. So yeah. Um. What can I say? Yeah. She got a little hustle. She be taxing the truck driver because we can only park in that supermarket parking lot. We can't park where the eateries are because but yeah, she got herself a little hustle. So yeah, I can't be mad at her. But yeah, I saw her walking. I said, oh shit, what the hell did I do? And when she smiled, I was like, okay, well, she ain't one of those damn hardcore rent-a-cops. She came smiling. So yeah, but she wasn't all RoboCop. She didn't go all RoboCop on me. She came with a smile. So I'm like, okay, cool, she's cool. And when she let me know the lowdown, hey, I like Chick-fil-A. I said, oh, okay. This is a friendly shakedown. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, shout out to her, man. But yeah, shout out to you, Pinky. Oh, Pinky, I ain't seen you in a while, girl. You so funny. So yeah, back to the tariffs, y'all. I'll tell y'all my little experience here in Georgia, man. The fun I have as a truck driver, man. The little fun I have, man. But like I said, she's a friendly tax lady, so us truck drivers don't mind. And like you said, Pinky, now, not necessarily me, but a lot of them truck drivers like the big girls, so they like, hey, I ain't gonna even get into it. No, I'm gonna get into it. A lot of these truck drivers now, I ain't saying it's me. They were like, well, this boy where that came from, girl. You like to eat that, girl. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, but yeah, big girl got a hustle, so I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. So, and a lot of these truck drivers like big girls. Yeah, I'm just saying, ain't no wrong with big girl. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Pinky. What I'm saying is this woman has a hustle, so I didn't even get it all into that. I'm talking about this damn security guard shaking down truck drivers, man, and I'm supposed to be talking about tariffs. But guess who is shaking us down for years? China. China has been shaking us down, and they have not been doing it with a smile, or maybe they have been doing a smile. I can't tell, but yeah, they've been shaking us down, and Trump is like, no more. Oh no, no mas, no mas. No, 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 no. How you say no in Chinese? Mm-mm. No mas is Spanish. But yeah, y'all, it's all about Trump having the balls to stand up to damn China because, like I said before in an earlier video, last video I did, Obama, Biden, Bush, Clinton, Reagan, Jimmy Carter, and Nixon. Nixon actually was a Republican, opened up the door for this nonsense. So, yeah, Nixon opened up the door. You know, he's the first president to go over to China and make deals with Mao Zedong, man. And so, yeah, China, it started with a Republican, Nixon, but ever since then, and I guess it takes a Republican to fix it. So it started with Nixon and ended with Trump. Trump's like, no, 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 we got to stop this. But the Democrats didn't stop it. That being Clinton, Obama, Jimmy Carter. Of course, Jimmy Carter wasn't going to stop nothing, you know. And so it took a Republican to undo what damn Nixon started, and what every president kept going. What every president kept going, and that was damn China taking advantage of us as a whole. And so what I'm starting to realize, guys, and I know y'all might say, "Dang, Black Son, you slow." This is what I realize, you guys, is that the news media feeds off negativity. They don't want. They know good news is boring news. They like drama. And I know y'all like Black Son. You didn't know that. I knew it, but I forgot. And these news people are so good at it. I really believe they're anti-Trump and TDS. They don't. These news people, they playing the game, man, because bad news sells. Woe is me, doom and gloom sells. Well, they think it still sells, but see, they done got so ridiculous with the fake news is that they started to just make up stuff, and people like, nah, and so they turned away from the media. So the media kind of did themselves in with that whole feeding off us negative news and all that. But yeah, all this doom and gloom. Oh, Trump is going to crash the economy. Oh, Trump is going to send us into a economic death spirals. No, no, man, Trump. And then they always, oh man, they want to bring up Trump's past. Oh, he had a failed casino. Oh, he had a failed university. You know, um, all I know is that Trump had a good first term, and he's having a great second term just based on the time frame that things are happening. Like I said, all the countries except for China is fold. China is about to fold. Don't get it twisted. China's about to fold, y'all. Let me read Pinky's comment. Pull up something to eat. Oh yeah, absolutely, Pinky, absolutely. Yeah, you talking about big girl. Pinky said, "I know brother drives, and you know you liked him too." Oh, I plead the fifth, Pinky. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth, 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 fifth. As Dave Chappelle would say, fifth. I plead the fifth, and don't. Uh oh, and she said, China and Canada, and don't buy Harbor Freight cheap tools. Oh yeah, Harbor Freight. Yeah. Harbor Freight, man. I don't even know how they stay around, Pinky. I didn't know they had Harbor Freight in California. Yeah, they got them. They got a couple of Harbor Freights here in Georgia, and yeah, a lot of mechanics. They look at like that place has pestilence, like it has a disease, like that. They look at that place like it has STD. We'll go to Harbor Freight. They're like, so yeah, they yeah, but what's even worse than Harbor Freight is damn AutoZone. But AutoZone is like a big where Harbor Freight is like a warehouse of AutoZone and Elevance and Pep Boy tools, man. Just raggedy China stuff, man. Raggedy, raggedy, raggedy. Now I will say this, and I do regret it. I do have another regret, Pinky. I bought a generator from there, and that shit only lasted one use. So yeah, I said, all my purchases are things that I purchased from China. And I'm like, yo, I'd rather just pay more and get quality, but that's just me. But it's not forced upon us. We still have options. If you want to buy cheap stuff from China, you can still buy cheap from China. But it would be more sense to buy quality as opposed to buy rinky-dink China quality any day. So let's see. Trump is trying. Okay, so Pinky said Trump is trying. Everyone likes drama. That is true, Pinky, and that's why the news media be making up stuff with Trump, and they be, oh, Trump is going to send us into a death economic spiral and all that because they love drama and man, please. They try to get a rise out of people, man, but people are catching on to the news media. They're catching on. Pinky says Trump is trying to keep America from becoming a third world. Facts, Pinky, facts. We are to need to. I'm sorry, Pinky. I was flee to another country. Don't have to flee to another country. Facts, facts, Pinky. Talk to Nature Mom. Oh, have you talked to Nature Mom about the tariffs yet? Mac, I have not talked to Nature Mom about the tariffs yet. I don't know how it affects Qatar. I don't know how it affects Qatar, but I will talk to her about it and see what she thinks about the tariffs because I know Nature Mom, you know, I'll ask her. I'm gonna talk to her, and I might even I might see if she have time to put in her schedule, Mac. You'll like this if I can get her to do a show one Sunday, but I can't guarantee it because Nature Mom, uh, she's trying to run a business over there. So I'll ask her and see if she want to come on and talk about it and get her take on it. I would, yeah, I love that because I didn't even ask her. You know, I didn't even ask her how it affects Qatar or Qatar. And it's funny because one of the first one of the first countries Trump is going to visit is Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Those are going to be the first two countries. I don't know why he always visits those countries first. I guess because of the oil. But yeah, I'll see. I'll ask her how it affects Qatar and what's going on with Qatar. But I think Qatar and Saudi Arabia, they don't care about tariffs. You know, they. This is just my take, y'all, and this is my opinion. I think Saudi Arabia and Qatar are so rich, they don't care about all that stuff. They just pay it. Oh, okay. They're not. Their economy is based on a monarch, and they're rich. So I don't know. You know what? I'll just ask. I'll ask. I'll ask. I'm not gonna speculate. I'll just ask Nature Mom how what's her take on it and how it's affecting where she lives. So I'll do that. I'll do that, Matt. Let's see. Harbor Freight been in Canada, California for years. Oh, okay. So they must have just came out here, Pinky, because I don't remember Harbor Freight. But I was young when I was in California, so I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't start working on cars, so I came in here to. Well, I worked on cars in California, but I was not professionally working on cars. So it wasn't here until I started professionally working on cars. But I would work on cars, but just as a hobby. So tools weren't really something that I considered using, as a profession until I came out here and realized, yo, you better get some top-notch quality tools because when you're working on cars, you want them things to break on you, then you ain't got nothing to work on the car with. Especially when working on cars is your bread and butter, you need a tool that's not going to break on you. So, yeah, there you go, y'all. There you go. So, um, I I learned real fast not to get no Chinese products. And even though, like I said, I don't know what made me. I think, oh, you know what made me get a Chinese part on the fuel pump? The places they didn't have it. So I was like, well, should I need my car running now? So then to get the Chinese part. That was 2 years ago. Now the damn thing broke down again. So now that I found the dealership part, I'll be getting the dealership part. I'm going to pay the $300 and get the dealership part, man. So I can put it on and not worry about it for 15 years. Instead of damn putting it on and then 2 years later, oh, I got to get it. It went out. I got to get a new one. Man, screw that. Screw that, man. So yeah, screw that, man. So, man. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to come on here real quick. I want to give a shout out to Pinky, shout out to Mac, shout out to Relax and Talk Sports. Did I miss anybody? I don't think and then we got a new person. Rob, what up, Rob? Okay, so yeah, oh man, thank y'all for the likes, man. Thank y'all for the share, man. Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that. Yeah, I just want to come on here real quick, man, because I'm just seeing now people are eating crow because now the stock market is going back up, and Americans are understanding this whole China tariff thing. They're understanding it, and um, by them understanding it, even if they don't like Trump, as Americans, we don't want to be screwed. For those of y'all that know what's going on, don't want to be screwed. So yeah, that's where we're at. Um, I'm gonna keep y'all posted. Y'all keep me posted, man. Like I said, I'm gonna watch more news. Just see what's interesting on the feed. China. I don't know when they're gonna fold, but they will fold. Today's the 9th, so the 10th. I don't know what when they're gonna fold, but they're gonna fold, man. They're gonna fold, and if they don't fold, they're gonna back themselves up. They're already trapped, so they're gonna have to come to the table and say, "Yo, let's make a deal," because this is ridiculous, man. We done went up 94% on tariffs. Y'all went up 104. Yeah, man. Trump's like, okay, so yeah, Trump is not gonna budge, especially on those Chinese products. We don't need the Chinese products, so there we go. Yeah, we're like, who really needs that damn crappy stuff? So that's where we are. Rob Cat says economic education is a slow process. That's why I'm using the Chinese products as an analogy because, again, I don't know you personally, Ron, but I don't know how old you are, but I know your top 5 regrets in life was buying a Chinese product. I know this. I know this because Chinese products are just not good. They're not good, and they break down. So I know Pinky, Rob, you Rob, I know everybody in this chat. God dang Mac, our top 5 regrets in life is buying a Chinese product. I know that for a fact. I know that because they're raggedy. They're raggedy. Made in China bullcrap, man. They're raggedy. So I know for a fact that's a top 5 regret in everybody in this chat. When you think about it, you just have to think about it. You're like, damn, Black Sun is right. Everybody has bought a Chinese product and has regretted it. So especially if you work on cars and have tools, and y'all try to take a shortcut or even put a cheap damn Chinese part on your car, you know what I'm talking about. So um, again, I've done it, and I know better. You're like Black Son. You used to work on cars. You should know better not to buy cheap tools and buy cheap parts for your car. Again, I mean, top 5 regrets. So that's definitely in my top 5, man. I buying cheap car parts and buying cheap tools is definitely on my list. I can't tell you the other countless uh, things that I bought that are made from China, but that comes to mind right away immediately. Like I said, my car, my hoopty, right now the damn pump is needs to be replaced. The fuel pump needs to be replaced, man. Luckily, y'all, don't. I don't have to drop the tank down. The Oldsmobile, you go in the trunk and you replace it. You take a little cap off and you replace it. So one thing I do like about the hoopty is that it's the easiest fuel pump to replace because I don't have to drop the tank. I don't have to drop the tank. It's like right on top. So that's like Oldsmobile has the best design for fuel pumps. Don't have, best design for fuel pumps, man, because we ain't got to drop the tank. Most cars, you got to drop the tank. So, yeah. But I think most of your modern cars, you don't have to drop the tank. But a lot of your older cars, you had to drop the tank. Y'all Gen Xers, y'all know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. So let me read this comment. Cadwell. Oh, what up, Caddy, man? I ain't seen you in a while, man. Spread my channel out, please. Okay. Okay, most definitely, man. Say, yeah, I will do. I'm 57, and yes, that's a regret. Rob said yes, so Rob remembers. He done bought some cheap car parts from AutoZone. Rob, you already know. Come on, Rob. Your car breaks down. Where are you going? You going to Pep Boys? You going to goddamn AutoZone, or you going to Advanced Auto? All China parts, all from China, all from China, China, China. Yeah, Pep Boys, AutoZone. If you've been to Pep Boys, AutoZone, if you've been to Pep Boys, AutoZone, and Advanced Auto, all Chinese owned parts. Period. All Chinese owned parts. Period. Oh, this dude broke down. Oh Lord, look at this, y'all. Look at that. He broke down. He broke it down. He broke down, man. Oh shit. Uh-oh. He broke down. Oh shit. Ooh, he scraped the truck up too. Oh, not good. Not good. Ooh, he broke down. Ooh, he broke down. He broke down. All right, y'all, look at going. I'm just I never had a car. Oh, wait. Pinky says I never had to do car repairs myself. Oh, well, but okay, you never had to do car repairs, but you know what? I can't even. No. I got you, Pinky. But you bought a cheap blender. Tell me I'm lying, Pinky. You bought a cheap blender. Let's see what broke down. Must be those cheap Chinese parts, right. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, man. Must be them Chinese parts, bro. But Pinky, you don't, as a woman, you done bought one of them cheap ass blenders, and that shit did not last but a month. Tell me I'm lying, Pinky. You done bought one of them cheap. Hold on. Is my hold on, y'all. Let me see if my tailgate. Let me see if my tail. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna have to clean out my. I'm gonna have to check my tailgate, y'all, because apparently we were sitting for a while. And we sit for a while, that stuff cakes up on your bed. So let me inspect my truck because I gotta get another load, y'all. And I'm not doing stockpile today. I'm doing asphalt, so I got to be more focused. I got to make sure my bed is clean and all that, and you know how it go. So they got them on standby because it's like 3 o'clock. It's time for it's 3:30, man. Hell, keep doing loads and shit. It was like, oh, somebody else can ask for. All right, y'all. Shout out to Pinky, shout out to Rob, shout out to everybody. Chat well. A boy made in China, no cheap blender. I like quality things that last. Pinky, hold on, Pinky. Before I go, you mean to tell me you ain't never bought no product from China? Not saying that it's not impossible, but hell, Pinky, yeah, Pinky. Well, then you okay? Well, if you already buying American, Pinky, then you already on the right track. And everybody, we need to get on the same track as Pinky. Hold on, I've done that for 25 years. Okay, Pinky. So you've already been on the right track. So what America needs to do is get on the track that you're doing, buy American. Um, Again, I was verbally an advocate for that, but I never practiced what I preach, being that just life. But yeah, like I said, I've had regrets. So you, wow. So your top regrets in life, it doesn't involve Chinese products. That is good. So that is good, Pinky. So yeah, shout out to you, Pinky, man. With that being said, y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. I love y'all. With that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace. I gotta get clean this up. So let me go, y'all. All right, peace.